On this episode of Tabletop Continuum, make a stealth roll with advantage to hop on the wagon and listen in on the newly budding journey of our first Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Learn about the world, its people, its enemies, and its players. Join the members of Postal Karma on their new quest as we say welcome to the World of Morath. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Continuum. My name is Tyler.
I'm
Hey, my name's Robin this time.
I'm Austin, last time I checked.
The name's Valkyrie. That's real.
and last time I checked, I'm Melissa.
What is it with all of you being so uncertain of yourselves?
Well, I recently went on the Discovering Journey, that's for sure.
That's a topic for another day.
Right?
I am
That's a
very
secret
certain
on
that my
the
name
tab.
is Robin. It's just that it is currently Robin. We'll see what it is tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
And for
Nice.
those that are just tuning in or just hearing about Tabletop Continuum, this is going to be our very first episode. We plan to do a lot more other shows and ideas, but currently we're going to focus on Dungeons and Dragons, specifically a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I have been DMing for all of us called the World of Morath.
Yeah!
I have been pretty excited because for me this is the very first time that I've DM'd, but some friends of mine in theater have convinced me to take some of the world building ideas that I have been making for the past 4 or 5-ish years and lump them into a D&D campaign. I'm like, you know what? Fine, let's go. Who wants to go first then with maybe telling a little bit about your characters and how they fit in with the world?
You know what? I'm willing to go first.
Go for it.
Alright, my character is Inker Galdarm. He's a half-orc paladin that is not really much on the confidence side of his skills, but he loves to cook. He grew up into a kind of racist area called Malik Banajo, and it's not until he's arrested unfairly with the group that he's with, besides one, that he realizes this is fucked up and I need to do something about it. And now he has vowed to get his cap. Ugh. Alright, in, out. I need to slow down.
You good, man. We're not professionals.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of people at our computers.
Yeah, because
In the
COVID.
middle of a pandemic.
I mean,
Yes.
technically, if you think about it, I'm a professional because I have over 10,000 hours of D&D.
Nice.
Well, I was once in a campaign that lasted almost a whole year before my older brother and the DM had a falling out.
Oof.
Yeah, I missed that campaign. It was a lot of fun. I still have that character.
We should add it to the campaign.
I'd
Maybe
love to see
we'll
Lydia again.
We'll see what happens. You know what? Since we're going in a weird order, Yeah, let's try and let's try and do that. But Melissa, why about you mention your character?
Hello again. I'm Melissa, and when I'm here with you guys, I play Siobhan O'Callane. Siobhan grew up with the elves and learned the ways of the sword until she was betrayed by one of her closest friends and was exiled until into the world of the humans, and now resides in Malik Banajo. She had fallen for a human general named Simone, but he was also killed by, coincidentally, by Siobhan's rival. And now she's with Anchor and the rest of the party, and she is trying to find out why the Royal Guard betrayed all of them and why they had to very hastily leave Malik Banajo.
Best buds.
Buddies for life.
Em, why don't you mention your character?
So I play Yorgia. And she is from a far off island that is not connected to the mainland where the rest of the party have lived their lives. And as a result, a lot of the cultural expectations and traditions that a lot of the party are familiar with are things that are very unfamiliar for Yorgia. She grew up fuck, I lost my place.
Oh no.
She
She grew up in.
I can't remember how to fucking pronounce it.
Just call it like the English translation.
I don't like the English translation. I just don't.
I mean, what is to like about English? It's 3 other languages in the trench coats, shanking other languages in a dark alley and going through their pockets for loose grammar and stuff.
That oddly works. That is completely correct.
That is the best retelling of that meme I've ever heard, I do have
Which,
to say.
for context, the place that Emma's talking about for Yorgia's homeland is called Husoya Gafoyes, which roughly means teardrop hazeland.
Anyway, Yorgia doesn't really like to talk about herself very much. And she doesn't really talk about where she grew up. But from what she has said and what she has told, she had a lot of status where she grew up. And on top of that, that status has sort of gone to her head, and her family has decided that she needs to take some time to mature a bit because of the ego that she has began to develop.
Among other things.
Among other things.
That
but
would
those
explain
are...
that one thing.
Which we will get into later. But Robin, why don't you tell us about your pretty boy?
The best boy.
Sorry, right as I was about to start talking, I suddenly had a pupper lay his head in my lap.
Pupper!
Hello,
Oh,
sir.
Pappy.
Hello. Would you like to help me talk about Angus? Okay. So, I play a young gentleman named Angus, whose accent I will never be able to give proper justice, so I will never try to do. Angus is a young lad hailing from the Feywilds. Excuse me. Got a notification and threw me off. What's to say about Angus? Well, Angus, having grown up in the higher society of the Feywilds, had some very strong connections with the matriarchal. How do I put this? Had some very strong connections to the matriarchy of the Feywilds. May have left on not so great terms with said matriarchy. and accidentally left someone behind on his exit out of the Feywild. His goal right now is to get back in the Feywild, get his friend back out, and then just live his life free and outside of the Feywild, comfortably, and left the fuck alone. He's a hoity-toity type gentleman, doesn't really take much guff, and certainly does not enjoy anyone talking down to him, as if anyone has the right to. That being said, though, he's really not a fan of watching anybody pick on somebody just because they think that they're lesser than them. He has a really big problem with that.
So, Valkyrie, then, how about you tell us about your cute little character?
I think it's definitely fitting that I go last, since I have played fewer sessions than everybody else here so far.
That's a lie, and you know it.
No, it's
Well,
not.
for this particular campaign.
I only played sessions.
Yeah, sessions in this particular campaign.
Derp.
I'm not saying D&D in general. But yeah, so Kree is a shifter bard, a swift stride shifter, but she had a little mutation when she was little, so because of that, she was abandoned by her parents and cast out of her swift stride community, tribe. I'm not sure what to call it right now, and because of that, she has been traveling on her own for a very long time. She has learned the trade of the bard in an effort to earn money to keep herself fed and mostly clothed as best she can. She's very small and shy, and but she's always wanted a family of her own.
And lo and behold, they're coming out of a cave.
Yup.
And she joined this little party after they appeared basically in front of her and pulled her out of a bush. And then they fed her, so she was like, well, I guess I'll stick around because I like being fed.
Okay.
Mood.
Yeah, speaking of that, though, how about we do a bit of a recap on all that's happened for the entire party. So let's start off from the very beginning. That's a very good place to start now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, let me just pull up actually the synopsis that I gave you guys for immersion. As the day arrives anew, you awaken in the heart of the Mitskir Commonwealth, wherein Malik Banajo holds the royalty, and with that, the Royal Guard stationed primarily in the heart of the main hub of the capital sector. Rousing on a bright morning, sounds outside a bellow of celebration, the sights of purple and yellow streamers, silks, tapestries aplenty, as people sing merrily about the day. That day being Arapar's Day. A time of celebration, union, connections with the world, and those around oneself. More often lovers. The smell of nearby bakeries and taverns invade your senses with the aroma of spices, breads, meats, and cakes, complementing the rustic interior of many a building. The fortress of the royal family and their royal guard, easily visible in the horizon, a spectacle to behold. For some time, for some here, it's been your duty to ensure the peace is maintained among the celebrating folk, and for others, you are in fact those who are celebrating. No matter how long you have been in Malik Banajo, the sweet melodies of the deity and their day call for no bloodshed, no anger, but love, intertwining, and finding oneself among others. The sacred amphitheater clamors with delight in the distance, the deity's beloved ground being prepared to perform the legend of Arapar once more as you begin your routines, unknowing of the change that today will bring. So, my dear lovelies, how did your routines go?
I broke my
Man,
bed
I never got to hear this.
I hate red-haired bards.
I'm in jail.
I broke my bed again.
I got kidnapped by a
I got to
stranger.
speak to the manager.
Pretty sure I slept with a
honestly,
kitchen
so-
maid.
Yes, you did sleep with the kitchen maid.
You slept with the kitchen maid.
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
I almost slept with my now current boyfriend.
But he was too drunk, and you were like, no, not a good idea.
Yeah, that didn't seem like a good idea at the time. Consent and all.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
if I recall correctly, everyone except for Yorga had already had stays and like had roots in Malik Bonajo that
Yep,
day.
yep.
correct?
Yeah, you had just newly came from a port, and so you kind of hopped in, and it was a major culture shock.
Very much so. Basically, that whole day, Yorga was kind of like shut in on herself, and I think she's still processing now. It's really just now that her like personality is starting to shine through.
And the weird ways that it has.
Yeah.
Also, Melissa, care to explain Siobhan's hatred for red bards?
Oh, right. Yeah, Siobhan absolutely hates red-haired bards because they're shifty.
Can't elaborate.
They're shifty and
Rising Cree.
Oh,
Cree's a red-haired bard. How dare you?
Siobhan loves Cree.
Cree is the exception.
I mean, Mail's a red-haired bard too, and we can trust him.
Mail's not really that trustworthy.
How do you know, huh?
So Siobhan had been sent out on a mission in Malik Bonajo proper to find a red-haired bard, and for some freaking reason, all these red-haired bards keep evading her, and it really makes her mad.
I'm sorry for screwing that up.
That's okay. It was your first mission.
but yeah, that happened. You all somehow managed to find each other in a peculiar way. Quite a few of you smacked yourselves in the face with cobblestone.
Mr. Wall.
and Mr. Wall.
And I was about to turn in my armor for the wrong reason.
But then when you got to the theater, tell me what happened then.
Shit went down.
Yup.
Yep. There was going to be a performance, and then a group of
Pirates.
pirate-esque. I don't know if they were pirates exactly, but they were definitely
They were shady folk. They were
they
shady
were
folk.
definitely organized crime. Yeah, they were very disrespectful.
Rude
I must say.
individuals.
They were a bunch of dummy thick steely boys.
Of which you all taught a very
Nope.
very wonderful
Nope.
lesson. You had two other now former party members with you guys. One of them was a gunslinger rogue. The other was another red-haired bard, a very nice red-haired bard. That was.
I like how we replaced one of the red-haired bards with another red-haired bard.
Totally not on purpose.
Yeah, we traded him in for a better.
Honestly, I usually make red-haired bards, or at least bards, and most of them tend to be redheads. And so when I heard redheaded bards are a thing in this world right now, I was like, well, now I have to make a red-haired bard.
More so because of the memes and the coincidences.
We need to just always have red-haired bards all the time.
We need to have an entire town that's completely made of red-haired bards.
Oh my gosh.
And when we enter it, it's just everyone stares at us like we're aliens or something.
Kree is immediately accepted.
It's a clone, please.
Immediately accepted into the group.
It's a clone
Into the
horde of
town.
Krees.
Oh my gosh! That would be
So many
paradise.
Krees.
That would be paradise right there.
But yeah, you guys fuck shit up at the amphitheater. Your two other friends, one of them that was Gunslinger Rogue, eviscerated a fucker with a guiding bolt.
Mm-hmm.
That was freaking amazing.
That was amazing. Before two other members of the Royal Guard, who Siobhan and Anchor thought were friends,
Anchor and Oxer.
arrested all of you because of spilling blood on sacred ground.
Oh,
It was
he'll
in
get this nuts.
self-defense.
I mean, he'll get what's coming to him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys woke up in your jail cells, then tell me a little bit on what happened then.
I slammed the cell door into a racist asshole.
Well, there was more than that.
Well, I mean that was a highlight, but
It's not the best highlight though, because I got to hear a little bit and play a little bit of the session since I played one of the characters for one of the previous
was a
players for a
highlight.
bit before creating Kree.
yeah.
I mean, there was it was a very lovely jailbreak scene, very classic jailbreak scene. And then we fucking murdered the cousin of the guy who arrested us. So,
I burned his nuts off.
No, that was a different guy.
different person.
Oh wait, no, not that guy.
And also you guys met another red-haired bard that was in the jail cells with you. Mailed.
He busts us out.
I love Mailed as a player because he's absolutely shifty, but he's also just a fun character because I feel like at any moment he's just gonna say I rolled to seduce despite being an NPC.
What, male?
Mailed.
Yeah.
He would
I
probably
mean-
Yeah, you
roll
do
to seduce a
end up
barrel
getting
and
that vibe from
succeed.
him basically
Process that
constantly.
On date, the very first time he met Yorga, he just immediately started flirting with her. So,
Amazing.
I mean, can you blame him? Her blue hair is beautiful.
and
Oh yeah,
unsettling.
the
Straight
first
out of an
time that
anime.
Edgar picked up Yorga, he's like, "Oh, you're pretty. Now, can you please not run away from me?"
Yeah. It's like,
I'm sorry, but Yorga is a cab.
Oh. Oh man, that reminds me of like flipping quotes that we have in here. Speaking of our previous red-haired bard, our rumpled manlet,
Ameru.
Emeru. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, Emeru was fun, but
Who is currently sleeping in the
eventually,
other room.
after everyone, including Mail, broke out of the dungeon and killed not one but two notable guardsmen, including burning the nutsack off of one of them.
Hell yeah! I ate a pepper.
I don't know how
And
that
also
happens. It's a
helping out
mystery.
two innocents that had been locked up. One who was a trainee of the Lurlocks, a thieves guild, and another one that was an apprentice alchemist under the Royal Guard.
I believe you're forgetting one innocent that we also saved.
Well, yeah, Moon.
Oh yeah,
Moon Jumper, the best boy.
Moon Jumper.
Yeah, the excited best boy.
Derpy boy. Big
Our
old
lovely
derpy boy.
direwolf friend.
Our
He
doopy
pulled-
dire wolf friend. He a good boy, he best boy, and I love him dearly.
He pulled cart in exchange for pets.
And food from Anchor and Angus.
Mhm.
And yes,
Well, the food's a given.
and yes, Moon Jumper is based off of the name of the Cut Hat in Time character. I couldn't
Just as a heads
resist.
up to everybody.
Because why not?
We even
And
had
it's a
to
good
make
name.
masks like it.
And also, based on the meme, he is a major derp.
His nickname is Moon. Moony. Mooney boy, the best
Moon.
boy.
And then after meeting Cree and also giving her food and nice pats, it seems that food and pats are the best way to befriend people or creatures at this rate. As not only
Give
have you
them
gotten
food and
Moonjumper,
pat their head.
not only have you gotten Moonjumper, you've gotten Cree in your party. After
Similar.
Ameru had left to try and do more for his occupation as a linguist and researcher. But down the line, you also met, somehow, you managed to not only find, but to befriend his sister.
Did we
Moonjumper's
specify
sister.
Did we specify that they're direwolves? I don't think we did.
Yes,
I did.
they are dire wolves.
I did. I said that. Excuse
Mhm.
you.
It might have gotten
didn't-
buried.
Yeah,
I didn't hear,
probably got
sorry.
buried.
Yes, Moonjumper is a dire wolf, and once our current party got rolling, we happened to come across Moonjumper's sister, whom we befriended and aptly named Sundancer.
Namely because Pupper was pulling a wagon of some individuals who seemed to want to get a bounty over your heads.
Well,
Anchor and Siobhan.
Yes.
Yeah. Cree is only a criminal by association right now. She didn't actually escape the prison. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm not even sure she realizes they escaped prison. Nobody's actually told her that part yet.
I think we
Well,
have.
she hasn't really asked. She hasn't even asked about what we were doing in there.
Innocent Creeley doesn't
Well,
need to know.
Cree doesn't need to know, and she's probably not going to ask. Because as far as she knows, you guys just appeared from the side of a wall
This assumes
while
that
she
she
was
knows
in a
what in
bush.
there is.
I don't think I want to know what she was doing in that bush.
Finding
Little-
food, probably.
A little
Yeah,
nap.
probably.
Trying to get some sort of safety from whatever elements the night would bring.
Yep. And then we met those creeps who were going to try and kidnap us for a bounty. And then we killed them all.
Well,
And then we notice a few quirks from Yorgia.
The corpse tea party.
The corpse tea
beautiful
party didn't
sight.
happen. It's a myth.
Yeah, that's just buried.
Talking
Literally.
about it didn't happen.
thankfully,
It's gone.
Travelers
Angus
keep it on the
knew
road.
Meld Earth, and once the corpse tea party was set up and we were on our way, he
I'll bury the hatchet.
buried it all. Unfortunately, OOC, we know that one of the guys wasn't exactly dead yet before we did that, but little late now.
You killed someone, Angus.
No, he really good now.
You unintentionally killed someone, Angus.
They died as they lived. Absolute douchebags.
That's true.
Wasn't like they didn't have it coming to them. This is D&D after all. Every party becomes murder hobos after some point in time.
My mind's immediately going to Chicago now.
No, we are not singing. We are not singing.
I'm trying to not sing. And after
They're coming.
after the
Can we continue?
I'm not allowed
Yes,
to.
please.
You have too many musical theater nerds in here to not sing a little bit.
Oh, I know.
I know. Anyway, after the very peculiar corpse party and people still not quite being able to have the courage to talk to Yorgia about her peculiar hobbies, you all also encountered a very peculiar orc war priestess in the middle of the road who helped you get to a particular place. Who wants to talk about Loch?
Wasn't that someone I was related to?
Yup.
Yeah, I tried to hide from her, but she immediately knew I was there because magic and stuff, I think. Definitely not due to my size. No.
Not due to the fact that Anchor is 6'4".
Oh, no. She was very cryptic, as all oracles are, apparently. It's an inherited trait.
Yeah, I mean, you can't not be cryptic as an oracle. It's your legal.
It's part of the job description.
It's in
It's
the
your
contract.
lifestyle now.
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember exactly what she prophesized for us.
Well, yeah, pretty good amount. Namely because Lo and another oracle that you met in a city kingdom nearby, the Highland Smithshire, were kind of in cahoots in giving you guys your little fortunes. Wherein, after some wonderful boxing matches,
Yeah, I almost got beat up.
I beat someone up.
but you fell unconscious right afterwards.
No, I didn't.
You so did. I saw it.
No.
And you also tried to triumphantly in your unconscious foe's ear go, "That's what you get for messing with it," and then
Yep.
but yeah, after the boxing and everyone having fun, and Siobhan, under her wrestling moniker Shazam Morningstar, won the match.
Which is
You all got your fortunes and now have been sort of given a rather harsh nudge to go to where Loch lives, the White Prize, where Anchor, you remember that your mother was from.
oh yay, the place where my mother was banished because I was bored.
Woo!
Oh, I'm so excited to be dragged there.
So with that bit of basic recapping out of the way, let's talk about some of our favorite moments.
I like buying clothes and feeding Cree. That's my favorite thing. I also like hanging out with Angus.
Aw.
Two of my favorite moments happened in the same session, right one after another. It was when Cree and Angus shared a room and became secret buddies because they both have secrets that they are keeping from basically everybody else. That was one of my favorite moments. And then my next favorite moment was almost directly after that. We had a cute moment between Anchor and Corey.
Another
Corey!
red-haired bard.
Yes.
Yeah. This one a lot more
Cree got
shifty
to
than the
witness
others.
entirely, and no one knew.
Kitty, I see all.
And I don't think anyone will know that the kitty eyes saw all.
Yep. And Cree will probably keep it that way unless somebody straight up asks her, which, why would they? Cree knows a lot and says very, very little. Which is very different from me, who says a lot and knows very, very little.
Oh, you gotta give yourself more credit than that.
I know a bit, but I talk more than I know.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Melissa, what have been some of your favorite moments?
Sorry, just finishing dinner.
Oh, you're good.
Let's see. Well, I quite enjoyed being a part-time murder hobo.
Let's hope that doesn't become a full.
What about the message?
Well, I mean, yes, just because that was something that Melissa, the player, had never done in D&D before. And that was one of the few times that I felt like Siobhan was in the driver's seat and I wasn't.
Scary.
And that was just what I wanted to do. Siobhan's got kind of a darkness to her that we're discovering, and that's super fun.
For context with that one of the guards that the party had just pommeled while they were breaking out, the same one of which, Anchor, you burnt his nutsack.
Hell yeah!
Can I still take credit
He
for
was
that?
revived.
Because I was
Right.
listening in on that session
Yeah.
and it was as like, where should I aim? And I was like, go for the balls.
Oh my gosh, that was
Burn his
amazing.
nuts off.
All shot in the neck.
Yes, you can take credit for that, Val. But the guard Oxeter was revived for a little bit of questioning before you killed him off again, which is a little bit of a flick, and then Siobhan decided to write. What did you write again on his
Alex
forehead?
and
Well, I
Elvish.
think, I think I. Right.
Yes.
Thank you. That's exactly what I wrote.
And now that exact dagger has so much bad juju that you gave it to a smith and requested it be reclaimed as a special little circlet.
Right. If it's going to be bad juju, it's going to be my bad juju, and I shall carry it around until I can finally, I don't know, use it as a garrote to end Alex.
I feel like it's also important to note that
Ooh.
you're going to get your little grass whistle from them, eh?
Yes, thank you for not forgetting that, because I wasn't going to let Tyler forget it either.
You want to explain to the
Yes.
audience what the grass whistle is?
Well, it's not a dagger that will find anyone's Achilles tendon. Boo. But actually, what it is it's a dagger I can use or throw, and then whistle, and it'll always come back. Kind of like a reverse Yondu's arrow. Or that's not really a reverse, because he can whistle and it'll come back. Anyway, not important. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, which you'll be able to grab before you all take off to the
Will
White
I have
Prize.
time to cook?
Yes, you will definitely have time to
Yes!
cook. There is always time to cook, my friend. If there isn't, the cook shall make the time.
The cook shall whip up the time.
Em, what have been some of your favorite moments?
Oh, wow. I'd have to say, honestly, I always have a need to play characters that are like myself, and playing a character who is decidedly not like myself has been very, very interesting. In the sense that Yoruga doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve, and she's very you don't really know what she's thinking unless you like push her far enough. And like a lot of her actions, which the rest of the party aren't exactly aware of, a lot of her actions have a lot more thought to them than their face value choices, and it's been very fun to be able to play someone who's not doing things for the sake of them being good things, but rather getting I guess in short, I really like being able to play a character who is decidedly just not a very good person.
Like, this seems fun. I'll do it. Will it harm others? Who cares?
Yeah,
It's fun. Well, yeah, I mean, it's fun to play. It's fun to play someone you're not. I enjoy D&D because I can do all of these different things that the real me can't necessarily do, or I can't just go out into traffic and swing a sword around.
I mean
What
you
a mood,
could,
though.
but
As
Yeah.
much as I would want to.
In a similar vein, I'm sitting here like, I usually play characters that are somewhat like myself, because I'm always just like, let me see what I can do in a world like this, where I actually am like super strong, I have powers. And now Kree is just like, I was never like this, I have never been like this. So that one's
Kree
interesting.
is Bab.
It's like Kree is just this like, she's just so like quiet and tiny, and I'm just like, I've always been this like person that's like trying to get center attention. So
Yeah.
it is fun to play characters that you're not like, whether it be like morally you're not like them, or just like personality wise, like this is not like who you are. It does make it hard though, because I don't like to be quiet and I like to know things, but Creed really doesn't
Right.
care. So getting information for me as the player is incredibly hard when I play as Creed. I just have to watch everything. It's the only way.
Always
I can
watching,
get
always
info.
judging.
If you roll deception enough times with the cute little kitty faces, you'll get enough.
Fair enough.
I think
Heck,
that would
I
be
get
more
a free dagger just by being cute.
Yeah, you just plop a rusty dagger onto the counter. It's like, new dagger, please.
that flippin' meme. I'm gonna show the meme right now. That is just
Yes,
Oh, the memes.
I made that.
the meme. All the memes. God, this is gonna be awesome. I would probably say for me, my favorite part so far has mainly just been experimenting with voices. I honestly still feel like one of my absolute favorites has been Larry.
Oh man, that was a trip.
Larry.
I never met Larry.
It sounds like you don't like Larry.
Thing is that I support Larry fundamentally as a person, but I can also guarantee that I would shove him in a locker.
Look, Larry's a good guy. I don't think he would be a good announcer. He wasn't really a good announcer. His voice is just too much like this stuff. Introducing.
Yeah, we really need a lot more gusto for an announcer for boxing matches. Why he was put as the
Oh yeah, now I
why
remember
he was
Larry.
put as the announcer.
He was the only
You
one
would
that
have
wanted
to
to do it.
ask the people. Yeah, he has a passion. You really appreciate the passion, but also mailed specifically with interactions with you, Georgia.
The
Nailed.
only interaction Kree and Mail had was that he was the one that just happened to pull her out of the bush.
Mhm.
I caught him out of a cart when he was falling out of it that Moon was pulling.
Yeah, Mail and Yoya have a very interesting relationship. It's not. I wouldn't consider it amorous by any means, at least not mutually amorous. And
That's a way to put that.
Yogia and Maelt, it's there is. I don't know how much I can say about it, but there is. Yogia is very infatuated with Maelt on this level of she has never met someone who levels with her in the way that Maelt does. And as a result, she feels very, very strongly connected to Maelt. But granted, to anyone outside of Yogia and Maelt's dynamic, it is very clear that there's not a mutual agreement as to what their relationship is.
It's one of our crack ships.
It is very much a crack ship.
The thing is that the definition of a crack ship is something that is not occurring in canon and could never occur in canon. Therefore, I wouldn't say that what is happening with Maelt and Yorgia is a crack ship, and more so, it isn't a healthy ship.
An over embellished ship?
I don't know what the right term would be because it's definitely not a
canon.
crack ship. Because a crack ship is like shipping Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony with Mordecai from the regular show.
I was thinking the Red Power Ranger.
That already sounds so cursed.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's an actual thing people did.
What?
Excuse me?
Dear.
Oh God.
Dear.
Why? First of all, Mordecai is boring. Or wait, am I getting this two characters
he is
mixed up?
boring.
It
Mordecai
doesn't
is
matter.
the bird.
Why?
Rigby is the raccoon.
The bird. Yeah, Rigby's the fun one. Yeah. Why? Although actually, that damn. Now that I'm thinking about it, that actually makes sense.
Oh no!
Oh.
If she was going to pick one of those two, it would be Mordecai. They could read books together and shit.
We're going down a rabbit hole.
Don't
Yeah,
like
let's
where this
get
is
out of
going.
this.
Let's get back to D&D.
Austin, how about you explain Anchor's lovely relationship with Corey.
Yeah,
Shifty Barty Boyo.
yeah, they're boyfriends right now. They are currently dating. They've been childhood friends for a long time, and Anchor sees that. What? Anyway, Anchor sees that Corey's heart's in the right place, but he's on the wrong side of the law. So their relationship while he was in the guard was interesting, to say the least.
But now that he's no longer part of the law.
Oh yeah, he is totally with them. And when Corey says, "Let's do crimes," Anchor's like, "Yeah."
Oh, Yorga, you want to talk about what you did when you first met Corey?
Oh yeah, Yogia has trust issues, as you do if you experience being arrested for self-defense. And she may or may not have put her trusty dagger to Corey's poor sweet throat and threatened to kill him because she
Which
didn't
Cree
know who
witnessed.
Corey
Cree
was.
saw all.
Cree-
So yeah.
Kitty, I see all.
Cree sees all.
We watched that entire exchange go down, and it's one of my favorite things
Cree
that
knows
happened.
all.
So attempted
Do,
murder.
do.
So attempted murder is one of your favorite events in the campaign.
No, just watching everything go down was one of my
Including
favorite
Anchor
things.
when Corey just took him down.
That was hilarious.
Rolled a natural 20, and this cute little 5'4" cute little bugger just glomps a 6'4" half orc and just pulls him down.
And that is when Anchor knew he was in love with him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that he was the
Aw.
bottom.
That too.
That too.
I mean, we did drop.
Yeah, we did end on.
I mean, didn't Corey just rent a room just for him
In a
and
brothel.
Anchor? And when we ended last session,
Which Siobhan is also at the brothel, and she's getting
and mailed.
some nice. Yeah, well, Mail's working.
Yeah, but like,
Wait, is
you
Mail
know,
the
he's
sex worker?
definitely
Yeah, he's definitely
there.
going to be working something else, if you know what I mean.
And Cree has no idea what a brothel even is.
And
She
it will
baby.
stay that way for
Wait,
a while.
Forever if Anchor can. Forever if Anchor can keep it that way.
Yeah.
Did I miss something last session? Is Mailed a sex worker?
No, he was
Okay.
doing his normal little bardic kind of spiel.
Oh, he was
I think he's
performing at
probably a stripper at the very
It's a
least.
side job.
He's a burlesque bard.
Bardless.
That's great.
Yes.
That's
It's canon now,
probably
guys.
a
It's
thing
canon. No,
somewhere.
I'm just kidding.
I gotta go.
Shoving breadsticks in my purse. I need to leave.
I stole
No,
your
that's literally-
bread.
never
Your
mind.
first, like, so 2014.
But
I want some breadsticks.
Back to the topic at hand.
you know what?
That sounds
You know what? For the sake of craps and giggles, let's look at the. Let's recite some of the in character and out of character quotes that we have had so far.
All right, I'll go up to.
The one off
Do
the
you-
top of my
would you
head
like-
is, oh, it's just boobs.
Would you like the people to explain the quote?
Yes.
Why?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
Oh, so the very start of the session, I'm pretty sure we could already kind of figure this out. Anchor
I'll
says,
decide if I want
all
to
redheads
explain
are
mine."
illegal until further
No,
notice.
someone put those words in my mouth.
This is primarily in reference to Siobhan's mission a few days prior to the start of the campaign, was that she was sent to find the a certain description of a red-haired bard who was said to be connected to a bardic guild called the Sentinels of Hugh. That person is male, which is now currently accompanying them.
And
We never
Okay,
figure
so
out what
it
Mayo
actually
did to be
was-
imprisoned. did
no,
we?
we didn't.
No, he's never asked.
So it actually was males that you guys were looking for. I wasn't sure if it was just another red-haired bard coincidence situation.
No, it was male.
But he was already in prison, so why were they looking?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, that is a very interesting question.
All will be explained in time, young Padawan. Oh, Amaru said this beautiful one. May I suggest that we do not hit him at all until there are no witnesses.
I need more of Amaru's energy
Yeah.
in my life.
Amaru's a sweetheart.
I wish I got to meet the character Amaru, because he had left the campaign before I
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah.
Ah, it was very nice.
Oh, from Siobhan, the eyes are the groin of the head.
Which I stole lovingly from Dwight K. Schrute.
Fair enough. Oh, and then this beautiful thing. You got some explaining to do when
Oh, no.
Robin mid-session shouts, "What the fuck is touch of death?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a thing I
You
have.
want to explain your subclass?
Okay, so I don't think I explained my class.
Yeah, you only
At
said
all.
that you were a monk.
So no, that is my class. That's not a race. Anyway, yeah, so
Tasty,
Yurgia
tasty
is
soul
a monk.
spaghetti.
And her subclass is Way of the Long Death. And anyone who is familiar with the superior class that is monk knows that basically monks are known to be glass cannons, and with the subclass Way of the Long Death, it basically makes a glass cannon with a bulletproof vest. And as a result, this also goes into a lot about Yorgia's character and her fascination with corpses and corpse tea parties as a result. She has a skill that is called Touch of Death, which is which basically allows her to gain temporary hit points after she touches an enemy that has been reduced to 0 HP. And she has many other skills that she has and will acquire as she levels up. And let's just say that none of them are wholesome or for the faint of heart, as you would expect from the edgy as hell subclass of Way of the Long
Honestly,
Death.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Yorga.
I mean, yeah. She needs therapy.
She does. Also, speaking of the wonderful, wonderful time where Oxer got eviscerated, Angus said, "Hand your dick over for incineration immediately."
You have lost your dick privileges.
Yes.
You have lost your penis privileges.
I love this quote that I had in there where you were like, and this gentleman, and I just go, there's nothing gentle about him. He poked
plead
the
the fifth.
baby.
Yes.
Wait, what was
It
this?
was when we were breaking out of prison, and this one guard poked one of the NPCs that we tried to adopt before with a spear.
Oh yeah, death to that person.
I think it has happened.
Yup.
We have a lot of blood on our hands.
Very much so. And you've already crossed the border.
That's different.
Oh man, this this was towards the end of you guys breaking out, if I remember correctly. An out of character comment that you made, Austin, for Anchor. Pick a god and pray.
Yes, that raw line from Fire Emblem.
Such a good Fire Emblem.
Fire
quote.
Emblem is awesome.
That line is seared into my soul. I've replayed that game so many times.
Oh
Actually,
man,
Awakening was my first Fire Emblem game, and I didn't know you could get married in that game until I'd accidentally married Crom. I mean, I would have probably married him anyway, but like, imagine like tiny me who has never even had a significant other, like suddenly my in-game character is married. I'm like, what just happened?
oh man, this.
Me too. The same thing.
This.
Yeah.
So the night when we had the session where Corey glomped Anchor and kissed him, I wanted to be. I decided to try and leave on a cliffhanger right after the fluff, and the others were not having
No,
it.
God, please, no! 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 No!
Immediately after the fluff had happened,
Michael
Ty
Scott
had
gift
been like,
every
and
day.
that's where we're ending the session. And everyone was just like, no, don't you freaking dare.
I wish I had that recording because all of you were pissed,
yeah.
and it was beautiful.
I mean, can you blame us? You can't just end the session like that. Listen, I understand.
We didn't really
that
do anything
Mhm.
after, but we were like, you can't end it there. You can't do that to us.
Hey, Robin. Care to explain the entire Electrum bit?
Yeah, this was when this was
I-
right after the corpse party shenanigans.
Well, all right. Well, okay. So the thing about it is, the short of it is, and don't worry, I'll get into the long of it too. But the short of it is, I think the whole concept of having an Electrum is fucking stupid. It's an
It's like
asinine
nickels.
piece of currency for them to have in D&D, and I love it because it has no purpose. It's worse than nickels though, because at least like you get 10 nickels and you got 50 cents. You fucking get 5 nickels, you get a quarter. Like fucking with Electrum, it's like a half silver or some shit. It's like a hay penny. It's worse. It's like it's such an idiotic
Like,
little
why
piece
are
of
you gonna
currency
spend one
that
Electrum
has
on?
no purpose other than to make you be like use it at very, very specific moments. But okay, it's like all right. I'm gonna get into the Electrum bit itself in a second, but I just need to say, like, a hay penny. If you guys don't know what a hay penny is a penny that we used to have that is worth 2 pennies. Tell me when, ever you were gonna go, wait a minute. I have a hay penny. If you have one, probably the minute you get the chance to, because otherwise you're either saying, oh, I'm gonna keep this because when the fuck do I ever see one of these, or you're saying, the fuck am I going to get rid of this goddamn hay penny, because when am I ever gonna find something that is like the change is exactly
Great,
2 cents or
I'm
something like
reliving
that.
this. This is amazing.
It's just so
Yes.
stupid. Okay, anyways, so the Electrum bit it's actually, I just basically did it right there. It was just like, I have this Electrum, and I just every time I
Was a
go
rich
through it,
boy.
I just Angus is a rich boy, so he pulled out this huge
Compared to the
bag
rest
of
of the party,
coins
yeah.
and set it down. He still kind of
Yeah.
is compared to the rest of the party. I mean, he's not super rich, but he's up there compared to everybody else. So plops down this huge bag of money and just kind of like goes digging through it and starts handing out money. And he goes, this Electrum, I've had this for like years now, and you can never find something that's worth just like 1 Electrum or something that you can spend 1 Electrum and change on. You just always like want to, but like you always looking at it like, I can't use it for this or something like that. It's always like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? And it was
All
like,
of this poor innkeeper.
and I just did that bit for I think
who's
a
just
solid
like, I'm
2
not
minutes.
sure what's going
Rich
on.
people problems, am I right?
The innkeeper's just like, well, I'll take it. He's like, I'll take it for you. And I'm
Has
like,
to be
no.
As if
It
you're
has to
ever
be
gonna find
natural.
someone with a price listing that will be 1 electrum.
Unless they really don't know how to do pricing and conversions and just want it gone. Probably because it has some major bad juju.
Like the dagger.
All right.
Mm.
This is showing how innocent Kree is. What are kinks?
Oh,
That was said a little bit OOC because I think that entire bit was happening OOC.
it was for the most part.
But honestly, yeah. She has no idea.
Kree's baby. And then let's not forget the dynamic between Moon and Sunny.
Oh, I love Moon and Sunny so much. They're such good pups.
Such a dumbass, whereas Sunny is so stoic.
Sunny is such a graceful, beautiful pupper. And then Moon's just like, I'm here and I'm ready to party. And he runs straight into a wall.
Oh man, I just thought of something hilarious. Y'all remember the picture of the 3 Hydra heads? 2 of them look
Yeah.
like 2 of them are glaring at the other one that's just derpy as all
yes.
flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut one of those more stern faces. You have the stern face, that's Sunny, and the derpy face, that's Moon.
Yeah, we need a third dark.
Well, the thing is that if you cut
We
off
need a third dog now.
Yeah,
the problem is that if you cut off one of the heads, then
2 more would take its place.
2 more is gonna grow back. Yeah.
You gave us 2 dire wolves, Ty. I hope you know that nothing is going to stop us from trying to acquire
at least-
more.
I swear, you guys
We're
are
gonna
going,
have a pact.
you guys are going to try to befriend a flippin' dragon.
Not a bad,
I mean,
not a bad idea.
Oh no.
Mayo would try to. I'm not gonna finish that.
You would try to befriend them, if you know what I mean. Pow to you, pow wow.
God.
I mean, if donkey can do it, why can't a
Oh.
human?
I trained a
Bugged
dragon.
the
I
shit
raised
out
a
of me.
dragon. Amateurs. What did
I
you just say?
screwed a dragon.
Amateurs.
I killed a dragon. I raised a dragon. I trained a dragon.
Oh man, I can already see the memes and I can already see the curse content coming in.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Strap yourselves in, folks.
gonna be
We are in
great.
for one hell of a ride.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man. But what do y'all think is going to happen next?
Male betrayal.
Probably crying at some point.
Well, I mean, of course it's going to be suffering.
I feel like Anchor is going to get some looks.
Looks how?
Mail betrays
we'll
us,
all
not
kill
kill
him.
him.
Yeah, isn't that how that works?
If Male betrays us, then Yoria's gonna cry.
Yeah. And I have a feeling that Anchor's going to get some looks from the orcs.
When they go on the white price.
Yeah.
But Loch is there, and Loch's treated you pretty nice.
That could be just a coincidence and just like a lucky thing.
But Loch is also your aunt.
But here's the thing. Anchor is Anchor, and he believes he's Abomination no matter what people say.
Anchor needs loves. Everyone in this flipping party needs loves.
Just
And
entering this
therapy.
party is like,
Well, that's what we have the dogs for. There are
They
therapy
are.
dogs. Specifically Krees right now, but they will probably end up being the entire party's
getting
therapy
pretty
dog.
close to as well due to food.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll just listen. Let's just revisit that picture from earlier.
Which one?
Oh
Tyler knows
no!
which one.
No, we shall not.
No! We shall not give any spoilers for people, and we shall not force them into suffering.
It's a secret to everybody.
Secrets are
Secret
no fun.
buddies.
It's the only one who's not a secret too is Kree, because Kree and Angus are secret buddies.
Yeah.
Aw.
This whole thing has devolved.
Yeah, but if we get a new person in the party, we're just like, welcome to the party. What's your trauma?
Pretty much.
That's just how D&D is.
Yeah, that's just how D&D works. I mean, you don't have a good upbringing and then go on an adventure.
I did have one D&D character who has 2 loving parents who are both still alive, and the only reason she left home was because she had a prophetic dream that was like, hey, go to this place. Her parents are her moms are still like around and having a good
Aw.
time. I also made her that's my beanpole lesbian bard. I love her a lot.
Which, speaking
She's
of
6
that,
foot.
though,
She's 6 foot, and she just wants a girlfriend to hold hands with.
Aw.
That a fucking move.
Romance and cuddles.
Touching butts.
We are
Man.
not
But-
ending the fucking
We
episode.
are not ending this.
Otherwise, you know what the name is
Podcast
going to
now.
be.
Oh yes, we are. Hi, welcome to the campaign. It's about
How about pass me the talking
well,
stick?
What do you guys think is going to happen in not only the White Prize but things to come?
We're going to kill Alex.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How about
We're gonna kill Alex,
Not,
and we're gonna
not just
Lady.
us in general. It has to be
We're gonna-
one specific
we're gonna
person.
touch
It has to be
butts.
Siobhan.
Mhm.
Siobhan's
Well, I mean,
gonna
you've
get
already-
laid.
You've already slept with at least 2 women.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is trauma sex because like Siobhan's still trying to get over
Oh.
Simone.
Oof.
Well,
Oh no.
I was talking about Siobhan has to end Alex's life.
True.
Yes.
So
the
that's happening.
the sword will be handed to Siobhan in that situation.
Honestly, Kree has just been picked up, and she's like, I guess I'm gonna follow these people because, she's
Oh.
being fed and she likes not being starving.
Kree hasn't seen combat yet.
No, she did. She was there when the other guys attacked. She made the sword really hot.
Yeah, she
Right.
also now knows that
But that's about
she
all
also
she.
now knows that Anchor and Siobhan are wanted.
Yeah, she knows that, but she's not entirely sure why, and she's not gonna ask. It's not like she has like a pure background, to be fair, but it was mostly just stealing food when it was like she had no other option. She's not above stealing food to survive, but like she's not gonna steal things to try and get money.
Right.
Like only
Yeah.
necessity for her. Because a part of her feels like she doesn't deserve much more. Tragic backstory.
Aw.
Everyone in the
tragic
party
backstory.
needs
Anchor
hugs.
and Kree are just hugging each other.
Also, my mind just went back to the out of character crack ships, whatever you want to flip and call it. You want to talk about our personal internal theory of a giant party polycule?
My personal favorite ship is, hi, my name is Corey, this is my boyfriend Anchor, this is Anchor's boyfriend Angus, and this is our daughter Kree.
Yeah.
Aw. I mean, it'll just end up like my other campaign where the party just wants to have sex with itself.
with apparently a giant pack of dire wolves. Someone will probably have like a dire wolf sanctuary or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. We'll find somebody for Mooney and Sunny.
I'm not letting them go. They're staying with me forever.
But I mean, I guess to seriously answer your question and not come across as a complete asshole, I think as far as like Siobhan goes, hopefully she will meet up with Bastia and sort all that out, and maybe she'll even be brought back into Elven society. And if that happens, she can bring her whole new family there as well.
Ooh.
Even though she doesn't really admit it a whole lot, she loves you guys.
Aww.
One manly team.
I do want to
But-
say after the last session, after the shopping session, Kree has started to warm up to Siobhan a bit because like for a little while there, Kree was only really like warmed up to like Anchor, and then Angus was like the secret buddy. But now she's starting to slowly warm up to the rest of the party.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Woo! I'm hoping for, well, I guess not so hoping, but waiting for the day that Georgia goes back home and faces everything she left there.
Fair enough.
Because I feel like that'll put a lot of how she has been behaving into perspective.
Tea party.
Corpse tea.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Oh. Georgia pulls out a very large textbook, slams it on the table, and on the title it says "My Trauma." It's a very thick book with sticky.
We'll have to put a bookmark in there.
There's a lot of
Maybe
like,
several.
there's a lot of bookmarks and like sticky notes and like papers like falling out of it.
That sounds about right.
Most of
We can
Kree's
confirm that.
issues can just stem from major trust issues and trauma.
Trauma is a very vague statement. How do you? Trauma refers to so many things.
Everyone's
intrigued.
everyone's a little traumatized.
Most of the biggest problems stem from racism and Malik Bonajo. In fact, thanks to that racism, he almost tried to file down his tusks.
Yeah, which one of them has been broken.
Not by Anchor trying to get them out or anything. It was due to combat.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed not only within the party but within the world itself.
That's the point of D&D. It's a therapy session for all of the characters.
Exactly.
And the players who project their traumas onto their characters.
It's just, masked underneath lots of swords and fighting and stuff.
Shit.
The listeners don't
And
need to know
math.
that I'm projecting trauma onto Georgia.
And math. Don't forget math.
And math. And math. Can't
If
forget
you can't handle
can't
basic
forget the little
addition, then
bit
get
of
out.
So much math.
can't forget the basic STEM.
I did thought I heard meth for like 2 seconds, and I was like, no, I did not hear that. Just what is D&D? It's meth. It's lots and lots of meth.
Lots of
I
it.
mean, depending
So much.
depending on if you're running a serious campaign, if
I-
you're running a serious campaign versus a joke campaign, it could be meth.
Like especially if you're such a dice goblin like myself, having flipping 21 sets of dice and being like,
Okay, one. I don't think you can even compare your dice set to mine.
how much do
yet, just
you
saying.
have, Robin?
We talked about this. I have 34, not including my odds and ends.
I will surpass you one day.
I just got a job again, so we'll see about that. But two, quick question, Austin. How does one do math?
Math
no
and math.
fucking idea, because I
I
don't do any
noticed
drugs
that
at
you
all.
made a snorting sound,
Oh
and I
Well, I
have to
don't
tell
have
you,
any
hun.
fucking clue about drugs at all.
I only
mean,
know
that's
about
fair,
drugs
I
in the
guess.
academic sense since my mom teaches them.
I mean, okay, this is fair. I'll just leave it there. I'm just.
I
I
can't believe we've
just-
Yeah,
gone.
leave it
I
there.
can't believe we've trailed onto this subject.
Do you guys think we should
I'm
possibly
sorry.
end the episode before this gets any more out of hand?
Don't you worry, I can get it more out of hand. Give me just 5
No,
seconds.
let's just end it.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, for those that would like to listen to any more episodes to come of the World of Morath,
where we actually play D&D.
yes,
Right. That's the thing that we do.
Instead of
Don't
talking
do
about
that.
God knows what.
tune in every Monday, early afternoon, at least over here in the U.S. time zones. They were a thing, and get ready to listen to some of the fun and games and also trauma. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Tabletop Continuum. This has been Tyler, M, Austin, Robin, Valkyrie, and Melissa. Try not to have too much fun. Enjoy your long
Goodbye.
Bye. Enjoy your long rest.